he went to
Follow.
No, where's Daniel?
Like every time unless you join another breach, she just changes her background.
Okay.
Lol.
Unless his profile picture looks scary.
Yeah. Kind of looks like a vampire. Like after he ate blood and then there's blood dripping out.
Probably is a vampire.
Where is teacher
Hi,
anyway?
can you please take your order?
I would have a Big Mac. No, yeah, that's
Okay.
I want to have
Okay,
Coke.
Big
I want to
Mac.
have Coke Coke together with some French fries and nuggets.
Okay, give Keith order to Keith cutely. Okay. What else would you want?
I think that's the end of my order.
Okay, please pay up.
How much?
10 ringgit.
Okay, very reasonable. Wait, let me type.
Yay, thank you. Next.
Welcome. Role play games. We're like playing a role play right now.
I know,
Where
right?
is Yvonne?
No, teacher, you're muted and you're not opening your camera. Why do I sound like teacher? You're not opening your camera.
Okay,
Whenever
but
people says that, I get so scared.
Hello.
my
Okay, unless he finally changed it to something.
Alright. Okay, let's go. Okay. Good morning,
Alright.
class. Did you say good morning?
Good morning, teacher.
Morning,
Good morning.
Morning,
Miss
Miss
Yvonne.
Okay, today we won't have class on knowledge. I was telling your friends. Okay.
Yay.
We'll do two. Okay. What is the plan is? Okay, you guys are very capable, like I was saying. Okay.
Very.
For 6-2, I have to do like one by one by one. But you guys, I will do it like, okay, we will finish up 2 topics today, 2 topics next week. We will do one go, few topics at one. That means your test knowledge, the next round will be a few topics. And I'll tell you which topic. Got it? Is that clear? Okay. Okay, now let's open up your student book. Okay. Okay. 3.5, right? 3.5. Okay, wait. Stop. Wow, that's good. Okay. Can the lights be off? Like one of them? Because it's so bright.
Obviously, it is a choice.
Okay, thank you. Let's go. But that's a good one. Keith, know what you say to me, Keith. I'm just saying I don't like students.
What?
Don't be
What?
just Keith.
What
Okay,
do
now.
you mean?
Well, it say just it obviously just now.
Yes, stop that. Okay.
Okay.
Now let's go to the next. Okay, topic 2 topics 3.5 and 3.6 today. Let's not waste time. Investigate dissolving. Okay, class. Do you know what's dissolving? You should know, right? What's dissolving?
Ice to water.
Inshallah. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you
Dissolving substances.
Yes, very good. Okay, for example, you take a spoonful of sugar, you put into your tea, you mix it, that is dissolving. Okay? So, when you dissolve, it only happens for things that are soluble.
And
Okay,
solvents.
let's do a revision. Last week we learned soluble and insoluble. What is soluble, class?
Soluble is something.
Soluble is something that
It can dissolve in water. Insoluble? Cannot.
something that cannot.
Give me an example of soluble other than sugar. Salt. Okay, flour. What else? Coffee. Good. Basam. Yes, correct.
So powder.
Okay, yes, very good. Okay, what about
Sand.
insoluble? Give me any example.
Soda.
So, okay, good.
Sand.
Sand, yes. Anything else?
Chocolate.
Chocolates, okay, yes. Soda. Sorry?
Rock.
Rock, good. What's that? Nesquik? You mean the... Oh, that one does dissolve. That's why they become... All right. Okay, let's go. Let's see our objectives for today. Okay, by the end of this topic, you will understand how to investigate dissolving. Okay, this why investigate dissolving is because this will be part of your homework. Okay, all right. That you'll understand a trend often gives out a scientific information as well as this one only to learn. You already know. When you take measurements, it is important to get reliable results. In order to get reliable results, you repeat. Exactly, you repeat the whole experiment. Okay, we will do this as our experiments also. Okay, but first I want to finish up the theories, then we can focus on practical, then we do revision. Okay, because don't forget, other people will be having TE1, you guys will be having your mock checkpoint. Exactly, your mock checkpoint. So this time around, I will make sure my aim is to make it tough. Lol. No, not to scare you, but to make it tough. Okay.
No.
Terrified, teacher. I'm terrified now.
Teacher, I already know you're gonna put a lot of trick questions.
So the format this time, last time you guys did Google form was 30 multiple choice question, 20 subjective, right? Now is the other way around. 20 multiple choice questions, 30 subjective. Got it? Not only for me, for math also the same, for English also the same.
Bum.
My the subjective one. Because if I one small mistake.
Sorry, Sarah, what?
I did several tests frequently first.
I
remember there was actually 9 multiple choice questions.
Yeah, like checkpoint, they have that, which is worse. So I'll slowly transition you guys. I'll prepare revision material. So I will send it in a link, Google link and all that. You guys can get it later. For the physical, I'll print them for you. Okay, but for the online, I will give it to you in a PDF version. So we will do revisions. I'll collect whatever questions I feel necessary to do together. Then we'll discuss. Okay, that is my method. So I just wanted to share you guys first. Okay, open up to page 48 and 49. Okay, this one has nothing much for me to go through, but I will ask you to highlight what is necessary because this will be your homework. Okay, you see here all these questions, right? This will be all your homework later. You got 4 questions in total. Okay, let's go. Okay, a class wants to investigate if the size of a solid affects the rate at which it dissolves. I think it's rather common sense or rather obvious that when the pieces are bigger, it takes longer to dissolve, right? For example, let's take sugar.
Yeah.
Okay, cube sugar, granulated sugar, powder sugar, got 3 types. Okay, these 3 types, which will take the longest to dissolve? Cube sugar, exactly. That will be what's the easiest?
Powdered.
Sugar, exactly. So even with that, okay, you already have an assumption. Obviously, the powdered sugar will take the shortest time, but still people do experiment to confirm this assumption. Okay, so this is what they are doing. They decide to do an investigation using different types of sugar. Okay, let's skip discussion because this is for you. When measuring the time, it takes for something to happen. Scientists always repeat their measurement. Okay, now I want you to highlight scientists always repeat their measurements. Highlight. Scientists always repeat their measurement. This allows them to check that their results are reliable. Highlight. Check that their results are reliable. Highlight. Check that their results are reliable. Okay. Repeated measurements also allow you to work out the average and mean time. Okay. Highlight average or mean time. Highlight average or mean time. What do they mean by average or mean time? For example, now if I were to do a test on which student is the most fit here, I suddenly ask you all to run the whole school. Who reaches this point the fastest will be taken note. Okay, first round, you guys run. Suddenly Magnus first. Magnus came first. The last person maybe Mika, for example. Then the second round, I ask you, I want to repeat the investigation. I give you all a break. Okay, repeat the investigation. Run. Suddenly first, Mika will be first because Mika tapas hati. Mika didn't feel happy, so he came first. And then Magnus came last. So what we do is we take the average time. Okay, average time meaning, for example, Magnus took 5 minutes the first round. Second, he took 2 minutes. So 5 plus 2, 7. 7 divided by 2, 3.5 minutes. Got it? So that's the average time. Okay.
Then we do 3.
For example, sorry.
We do 3 rounds, then we move on.
Yeah, actually, that's a good idea. Yes, we can do 3, then average up perfectly, right? Yes, Havinesh. Yes. Yes, exactly. To make it a fair test. Exactly, Havinesh. Okay, now, so these students are carrying out the investigation. This one, I'm going to leave it to you. Okay, go up to the next page, page 49. Okay, let's just try to get what are they trying to say by a trend. Okay, you've heard that trend. The word trend is quite common in your culture, maybe because a trend is what people set. Okay, for example, TikTok, like there's always a trending dance going around. So that is also a trend. But in science, a trend means a pattern. Okay, what they are trying to say is, okay, see, for example, let's take this graph. Okay, you see, they take lump sugar, medium pieces, small crystals, and powdered. Like our assumption was true, lump will take the longest time. Okay, powdered sugar will take the shortest time. Okay, you can see a trend here. The smaller the pieces, the shorter the time. Got it? The smaller the pieces, the shorter the time for it to dissolve. So what you observe from a result is called an observation. But what you get from an observation, you put into the graph, everything, then you see, oh, the smaller the pieces is, the shorter the time. What you just said, the smaller the pieces, the shorter the time, this is called a trend, a pattern that you can see. Okay, so down here, a trend is a clear pattern that you can see from the results. I want you to highlight this. A trend is a clear pattern that you can see from the results. Highlight, a trend is a clear pattern that you can see from the results. Okay, let's just recap from what we learned here. Now, we've learned really nothing about dissolving because it's all about experiment based. Okay, why people repeat investigations? Fair test. What else? To work out what time? Average time, exactly. Not only average time, average measurement. Yes, because it can be like weight. For example, I take the weight of, let's say I mix water and sugar lah. Okay. Suddenly I want to see the water before I add the sugar and the water after I add the sugar. Does it change? Of course it will change. Okay. So when it increases, then I do a few. Oh yeah, suddenly it like not the same exact reading, it's like suddenly 0.5, then suddenly 0.52, suddenly 0.49. So you average it up. That's also an average. Okay. The last one, what did you understand by a trend, class? A pattern, exactly. A pattern that you can see from the results. Okay, online class, why are you all so quiet? Is that y'all understand whatever I'm trying to say?
Yep.
Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Any questions?
Yes.
Okay, let's go through our objective back again. Did we achieve it? Number one, when you take measurements, it is important to repeat to get reliable results. Did we achieve it, class?
Yeah.
Okay, second one, a trend is a pattern in the results. Trends often give us scientific information. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay, this is all a basis. Okay, when you choose, let's say in life, you choose science. For example, I chose science. For the past how many years of my life, I did experiments. This is the basic of it all. For example, trend, pattern, observation, conclusion, introduction. You will repeatedly do it. You will do science report again and again and again and again, and you get tired of it. Okay, if you choose science as your life. In secondary, you will have that option to choose whether you want to go into the science stream, art stream, or any other stream the school offers. Yes, you can go for literature, you can go for anything in
Art.
So if you choose the
I want
science
to
stream,
go
you can
for coding.
know that our journey don't end here. You can always contact me anytime. Okay. Okay. Yes, Christina. Sorry? PE stream? Yes, sports science. I have many friends who take sports science. For example, Nakyu. Nakyu studied sports science. That's why he's teaching you PE right now. He decided sports science and academic. Sports science can do so much, like people actually make money by just being the, how to say,
Sports science major.
yeah, a sports science major by attaching themselves to a football team or a tennis national team or national club. So they actually, there are work like that. Trust me, there are more than just what you see. What you see is normal. What our parents want us to become is what? Police, lawyer, doctor. It's a common Asian mindset, but it's more than that. So I'm encouraging you guys to go for it. Do anything that makes you happy. I have my sister who draws, building and get paid for thousands of ringgit. Just to imitate a building. That's all. Like, what a life, what a beautiful life it is, like doing her passion, Yeah. Oh, you want to go into the PC? You really like it, is it? You're very athletic, is it? Krista, you should go for it. Go for a sports science degree major, or maybe you can go for any other. Got so many actually. Once you go into university, got so many. Yes, that is so good. Okay, now. Okay, let's go into the next topic. Okay, next topic, 3.6, solutions and suspensions. Okay, before we enter, what do you understand by solutions, class? Yeah, mixture. Good. Of? Yes, a solution is a mixture an item that can dissolve, something that is soluble. For example, water, sugar. We mix it, become sugar water. So that is a solution. What about suspension? What is suspension then? Yes, exactly. Okay, a suspension. For example, I go to the beach for fun. We want to do sand castles. I take a pail, I take sand, put into that, add water. Then I mix. I thought it can be sand water. Mix. It was mixing. Then suddenly a few minutes, the sand went down, right? Because the sand is much heavier. Okay, that is called a suspension. No matter how much you mix, it still will sink down. And that part down there, the sand that goes on, is called a sediment. Okay, for example, aquariums. Let's not go for aquariums. Why do they put rocks? Even how much the fish moves here and there, the rock will move here and there, but the rock will still sink down because it's heavier. Okay.
That's the
Okay.
problem. If the sand flows,
Uh-huh.
then like the bottom has nothing.
Yes, exactly. Very kosong, right? Very
And there's no
empty.
end to it.
Yes, exactly. So true. Okay, let's see what is our objective for this time around. Okay, our objective is number 1, when a soluble material dissolve in water, they form a solution, like I just said. Number 2, a suspension is a mixture of water and insoluble solid. So this topic is all about that. Okay, I realize Collins textbooks, they are very simple, quite simple. I feel like too simple for your level. Cambridge textbooks are very heavy because year 4 and year 5 they are using Cambridge. Only year 6 are still using Collins. So that's why I squeeze in 2 topics one go. I feel, am I too fast? Is it too heavy? If it's ever too heavy, let me know. Okay, with 6-2 I have to go slow, but you guys know, I feel like you guys are capable. Okay, and I don't want to waste your time, like you have to wander off in class. I don't like that. I want you all to be actively engaged. Okay, let's go to this. Open up to page 50 and 51. Get yourself ready. This one is a bit dry. That means a lot of knowledge. Okay, let's go. When some solids are added to water, they dissolve. The water acts as a solvent. The final mixture is called a solution. Okay, now highlight the last 2 sentences. The water acts as a solvent. The final mixture is called a solution. Highlight. The water acts as a solvent. The final mixture is a solution. Okay, water and sugar. The sugar is the solute you enter. So the water is called a solvent. The solvent we haven't yet. The water is called a solvent. The final mixture is called a solution. Very good. Now, okay, let's go to the down part. Solutions are transparent. You can see through the solution, even if it's colored, because the dissolved pieces are so small and so spread out in the water that you cannot see them. Okay, now highlight. Dissolved pieces are so small and so spread out in the water that you cannot see them. That's it. You guys know what is syrup, right? IA syrup. Okay, even though it's red, if I add sugar, I still can see through it because it's transparent. That means it's a solution. Okay, that is another key for you. Like if you don't know what is a solution, what is a suspension, it's just a key, but it's not what it means. Because I cannot say this also, because why? Coffee, for example, if you add milk, it's not transparent anymore, but it's still a solution because it's mixed. Okay, so I would say the difference.
It becomes something more delicious.
Yeah, I would say a difference between a solution and suspension is a suspension over time they will form a sediment. A solution won't. Even how long you leave syrup, for example, syrup, it will still be syrup. Okay. Now let's go into the next part. You may be able to taste the sugar that has dissolved in water, but this does not prove that all sugar is still there. It is also unsafe to taste solutions, especially if you are not sure what they contain. Because this is just general knowledge. Scientifically, we can show that a dissolved substance is still in a solution by measuring its mass. Okay, now highlight dissolved substance is still in a solution by measuring its mass. Highlight. Dissolved substance is still in a solution by measuring its mass. Okay, for example, we go to the science lab now. Okay, then I said, okay, only add 0.5 grams of sugar into the water. Then suddenly, what's that? Magnus was running around and he like, oops, dropped too much already. So I want to know how much he poured. Okay, we mix. And then we take the water weight before, water weight after, then we will know how much.
Yeah, because
Okay.
the after one reminds it to
Yes, exactly. So you understand that concept, right? Mikhail, you understand or not?
Yeah.
So far, so good? Okay, I'm sorry to drink in front of you, my dear.
No, I
Okay, sorry.
You're not fasting?
All right, now. You already know that all matter has mass and its mass does not change. So it is a useful method for proving that the matter is still. For example, it was initially 100 grams of water, right? Then I add 10 grams of sugar. So the end product would be 110 grams. Got it? Simple. You all understand that concept, right? Okay, let's go to the next one. If I'm moving too fast, please let me know. Okay, look, the paint and the water mixture in the photograph. Okay, the paint powder is mixed throughout the water, but you can still see the powder. This type of mixture is called a suspension. Okay, do you come across, because I don't know why nowadays my TikTok all like full of this paint mixture videos. Do you come across this, like how they mix paint? Or you have to, or any other like YouTube? How they do it is they have a pigmented paint powder, okay, and they add with a base. A base usually is white in color, exactly.
Yeah.
So they will add, let's say you want to make red, they'll take red powder, they'll mix,
with the
and they will become red
I know
color.
it was the one with the nail polish.
Oh, the nail polish also has the same fun one. I love to watch all this as well. So it's called a suspension. Although they mix, okay, when you leave it for a long time, the red pigment will actually go down. They'll form a sediment. This is an example of a suspension. Same goes to as simple as sand and water. No matter how you mix, okay, like it will look like sand water. Later, 10 minutes later, sand will go down. Okay. So, for example, easy, glitter. If you mix glitter and let's say nail gel, okay, you will mix. Yes, we will see glitter, but it's still a suspension because it does not mix thoroughly. It just gives out that glitter effect. Okay. Okay, now let's go on to the next page. In a suspension, the pieces of solid material do not dissolve and they will settle to the bottom of the container if they are left long enough. This is why you have to mix paint before you use it and why you have to shake some medicines before you take them. The pieces of insoluble material that sink to the bottom of a suspension form a layer of sediment. Okay, highlight the last sentence. The pieces of insoluble material that sink to the bottom of a suspension form a layer of sediment. Highlight. The pieces of insoluble material that sink to the bottom of a suspension form a layer of sediment. Okay, now let's just recap so far. Okay, if I take sugar, water, okay, sugar plus water becomes sugar water. Water is called a solvent. Good. But the sugar water is called a
Solution.
solution. Good. Okay. Now, if suddenly I want to know the mass of something I mix without knowing it, so water plus sugar, okay, how do I find out how much sugar I pour?
You find out, you weigh the solution first,
Uh-huh.
and then you see how much the water was before,
Uh-huh.
and then you minus it together, and then you get the answer.
Exactly. Yes, get the answer of the difference before and after you mix it. Okay, let's go into suspension. Now, suspension is a mixture of something like water plus what type of material? Soluble or insoluble? Insoluble. For example, like sand and water, paint and paint powder, what else? Nail gel and glitter. Okay. So how you know something is suspension is because it will form a layer of sediment. Okay, the sediment it sinks down because of what? What do you think? What causes it to sink down? Because what causes it to sink down?
It's gravity. It's weight.
Yes,
It's
it's weight, and also don't forget we live on Earth, so we have gravity. Exactly, gravity. Okay, that is the answer for number 4. Already given you the example for number 4. Okay, now, all right. Let's check whether we've achieved our objective for today. Okay, number 1. When insoluble materials dissolve in water, they form a solution. Did you understand that, class? Okay, good. You cannot see the dissolved solids in a solution, but you can prove they are there by comparing the mass of the solid and the liquid with the mass of the solution. Can you? Okay, good.
Yeah.
And last but not least, a suspension is a mixture of water and insoluble solid. Do you understand that, class? Okay, very good. Amazing. Okay, now, this is your homework. I want it to be submitted today. So you guys have like, but this is very easy, trust me. You guys have 35 minutes. Okay, so I want you to answer all questions. Total should have 8. Okay, 4 questions in 3.5, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and another 4 questions in 3.6, 1, 2, 3, and 4. For the online students, stop chatting. Okay, now here's my email. Online students, I want it to be submitted to my email. For the physical students, I'll collect your books by today. Okay, this includes the homework previously. Remember, I asked you to do about cast.
Yes.
Okay, so I will mark that together.
Miss, I put it in a different book because I couldn't find my science book.
What happened to your science book?
I lost it, but then I
Aiyo,
found it. I
you
found
found
it
it.
this weekend, so
Where was it in your house? Is it?
it was in boxes. So I
Aiyo,
couldn't
oh
find
yeah, like
it.
because you were moving.
So I bought it in another book, but then I didn't.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, thank you, Kat. Okay, now, all right. You guys can sit in groups if you want to discuss because normally 6-2, I don't know why they get so excited whenever I give this kind of work. They'll sit into groups. I don't know why, but you guys can do it alone.
Teacher, can you put us in breakout rooms?
And how many breakout rooms you guys want?
3.
No, teacher, I want to be alone. I want to be.
If you want to be alone, you stay here. If you want to go in,
It's 3 breakout rooms.
yeah, I will allow you
I
guys.
want to join. I want to join.
Breakout room is
If
OP.
you want to stay here, up to you. It's really up to you. As long as by the end of science, I want it to be submitted.
Oh,
Yes? No need to write a question. No need to write a question.
Yeah.
Neesh. Teacher,
Yes, my dear.
I love ducks.
You love ducks. That's nice, my
That's
dear.
a weird.
Thank you.
That's interesting. Now, let me go through whatever I need to.
Teacher, do we need to write the question?
No need. Like,
Oh,
okay. Just give the answer. Danish, are you coming to school next week?
Yes.
Okay, I'll mark your book next week then. Okay?
Okay.
Havinesh, take out your exercise book now. You don't give proper instruction, you won't do your work, right?
So my 2 cousins a bit annoying. Yeah. Because I'm the older cousin, I'm the responsible one. I don't become the responsible one.
I want you to circle these questions. One, two, 3 and 4. Number. Next page. 1, 3 and 4. Do all 4 questions. Give the answer. Don't write the question, huh? Don't miss it. Right. No. I want answers. What's important is answers. Same goes to the exam. No point for you to copy the questions if you don't know the answer.
But no wonder
The
you
topic
say
is, for each topic, write the topic. 3.5, I'm going to say it's orange. 3.6, what's the topic here? Okay, do that now. Write the name. I want you to do something.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I want you to answer this question in your successful. Understand? The topic, write this topic, and the topic after this. Okay? Yes. Okay, I'll go take 60 books. Hey, why there are only 7 people? No idea. Oh, they're both in pickup. Some of them are pickup. Yeah. First, okay. Okay. Can I go to the table? Yes. Okay, thank you. Yes, I am requested. Yes, why did you request me?
You don't know what to do now.
Don't know what to do. What y'all don't know what to do? Answer
No,
it.
Aaron's only the one.
Sorry.
Everyone left us into the other break room.
Here you go. Do these questions here. I want you to be done. Answers only, questions only to copy. Got it? Is that clear, Aaron?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, the girl with the next.
Where's the date? I never mark your book before, right? So this will be interesting. Yes, my dear. Yeah, she's like taking observations. Our class is until 10:15, right? Yes, my dear. What is that? You must think about it. How they need to find out by experimenting.
They want to decide to do an investigation.
Can I that? Okay, good job, Sarah. Can't wait to mark it.
I do have some extra notes I prepared on.
Ooh, that's very good. I love that. Good. Amazing. Thank you, Sarah. Okay, you're quite fast. You can do anything you want, if you want.
Yes, if let's see my question 3 has a very long answer.
Yeah, why not?
Because my question 3 is going to be very
Can, I no problem. As long as you got the answer correct. Yes? Got that. What do you need help on? So, you see the results there. Does any of it doesn't make sense to you? I think everything makes sense. So you don't have to just say no. Everything makes sense. You don't have to explain. Yes, we do. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the 3.5 and 1, 2, 3, 4 on 3.6. Okay. Yes, Navinesh. What's the second answer?
Repeat the measurements because
Mm-hmm.
check the results.
Okay, okay.
Yes, I'm done with the questions of.
You done already? Okay, great. Submitted already?
Oh, wait, teacher. We submit to your email, right?
Just send me my email. I just want to see it. Then later I'll mark your book. So after science, you all break, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Oh, breakfast.
Because I think people change already.
Oh, last time was slightly different. I didn't realize.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't realize?
Didn't realize. Because like for me,
In the Friday morning, it's normal arts, and then later, like not 1 hour.
yes, my dear.
I have to go to my hotel.
Okay, go.
We only have a few minutes.
Oh. Then, okay, amazing.
How many alcohols are on?
Yeah, actually, I feel like you guys are on all three.
that's-
Oh my god, that's why it's so cold.
Oh my god, I literally started sneezing. I have a question for you.
What is that, my dear? How can you do that?
Miss, I sent it already.
Okay, good then.
Because these are
I didn't do the previous the previous homework about the cast and stuff. I didn't do it
Why didn't do it yet?
because I didn't have. Because my
Grandma?
mom didn't allow me to search on the internet for it.
Why?
Because I'm not allowed to use the computer or my phone.
What about today?
Yeah, I think maybe my mom.
Okay,
will
I'm
allow.
not gonna give you the to do it. Okay? Come on, Vinesh, come in. Number 2, what can you say about the total mass of a solution? What did you understand? 100 plus 10 it becomes? So it increases, right? That's why it increases.
It increased the decimal.
Okay, done, very good.
I'm very surprised this question is basically a
I
maths
know,
question.
right? It's a very easy
It's a math
question.
question.
There's like two questions.
Science and math.
Question two, and then the second part of question two, why is each test necessary?
Okay, why is each task necessary? You have to explain like, okay, you can put A and B. B, okay, each task is necessary because student 1, what is the student 1 doing? What is the student 2 doing? What is the student 3 doing, right? Each of them explain what is the importance of the work. Okay, got it? Yeah, you can.
They got off of that phone. It's too cold in here.
I'll only on. Wait, you said both all three icons on, right? No, only that one. Okay, so this one.
God bless you.
There are two icons that were on.
I
Stickers.
love the stickers. But
Stickers.
no, this one is like so cute. But I can't find the stickers that I usually get. So I'm like, okay,
I remember during my piano teacher had like all the sorts of stickers.
yeah.
Or she loved for summer watch.
My piano.
So
Oh,
many
same.
stickers.
My
Really?
piano teacher used to make stickers.
My piano teacher really gave me like a whole sheet of stickers. Some of them were given to her other students, but that was fun. I got like a whole sheet of it.
My tuition teacher, she took pictures on the internet and made them into stickers. She had a like box of stickers, and I would get to pick on every lesson.
Nice.
I know the stickers. She had all types of stickers. There were like Pikachu stickers. There were rocket stickers.
Other times, my new teacher, because my old teacher who gave me stickers left because she wanted to go to summer watch. So yeah, which is sad, but she had my piano teacher for like 2 years. Yeah, but now my piano teacher gives me free.
Even better.
No, I do it because they last forever. Meanwhile, my mistake comes from my email after.
Yes, Danish, I received it already.
It does also give me energy.
Happiness.
Happiness.
That's a bad sticker. I want to sell my stickers, but the problem is probably nobody will buy them.
Exactly.
Since the business is kind of temporarily shut down, Danny wasn't even making slime anymore.
I still work there and I still wait.
It's temporarily shut down. It's temporarily shut down before the business. What?
I'm a sticker designer.
Designer?
So, and I'll.
Well, all you have to do is design, right?
Yes.
Question 5 and 6.
I used to
What do
be
you
a
answer?
sticker
Can you
designer,
take that from me? Can
and seller.
you take the box to color? What question?
I make
5 and
stickers.
5 and 6? Do you mean 1 and 2? How do you know that the dissolved substance is still in the solution even you can't see through? Can't see it? Ta-da! What can you say about total mark here? What happens? 100 plus 10 becomes?
110.
So what happens? It
added the
yeah. So that's all.
Thank you, miss.
Okay, simple.
My brother said it was his. So I'm not giving it. Everybody will be just nice chocolate.
The answer to what
Eva. Yes, Havinesh. Make sure you finish the other one.
I know the first question.
Uh-huh.
So the answer is these saw pieces are so small and spread out in the water that you cannot see them.
Okay.
I can write the first.
Can you can?
Okay, next teacher.
Yeah, I need to get the old stickers.
Those stickers are more.
My yes. See?
It's missing a sticker for some reason.
There? Oh, one whole question one. Oh.
The last question I finished. Then the four answer, right? A layer of sediment.
Yes, correct. A layer, sorry.
Yeah, done ready, teacher.
Done ready? Done
Yes.
ready. Right. Okay, good. Okay. Okay.
Thanks, teacher.
Okay.
Answer one. Finish my work.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yes, I will finish.
Miss Arya say he needed your help.
Sorry, Avinash? Sorry.
Arya say he needed your help.
I didn't what?
Arya say he needed your help.
Yes. I cannot hear the last part. What?
Okay, type in chat.
Okay, type in chat. And submit. I see he needed help. Oh, okay, okay. In which breakout room? Let me see. Which breakout room is Arya? Oh, okay. Hi, joining.
Miss.
We're doing great, teacher. We're doing
We're
really
doing great. We're doing great. But
Sometimes when we discuss, we even talk about funny things
Oh,
that
okay.
makes us all laugh.
I just seriously need help with a few questions. For
Yeah.
3.6 I understand, but 3.5 I'm just very confused.
What you don't understand?
Mainly everything in 3.5.
Sorry again, Arya?
In 3.5 I do not understand like most of the stuff like question 1, 2, 3, 4, all of those questions I do not understand.
Okay, can you read for me the questions? I'll help you.
What do you think we should do to find out how the size of solids affect the rate of dissolving? Why?
Okay, usually if you want to know an answer for something in science, what do you do?
You
do an experiment.
Yeah, exactly, that's the answer. Got it?
Okay.
The second question?
Okay. What is each student doing? Why is each task necessary?
Okay, there's 3 students there, right? You can name the students, for example, like student 1, 2, and 3. And then you tell what is necessary for every student. Like you see one student that is recording the results, right? Why is it necessary? Enough? Finish, slow down, voice. Okay, is that clear, Arya?
Yes, okay.
Okay, anything else?
The question 3 and 4 I'm a little bit confused also.
What is the question 3 and 4?
What trend can you see in these results?
Sorry? What can you see for the results, is it?
What trend can you see?
Okay, the trend is, remember I told you during class, I said the smaller the pieces.
It's a pattern. It's a pattern.
Yeah, the pattern. What
Remember the pattern from small or big to small.
Okay, got it, Arya?
Yes. Got it.
Anything else?
Why didn't you ask me that question? I told you to ask me.
Oh. Okay. No, nothing else, miss.
Okay, all right. See you later. Okay, bye.
Oh my God. Oh Jesus. Oh, hello, Miss Yvonne.
Hello.
We're done.
Oh, you're done? Okay, you guys submitted already?
No. We just finished.
Submit to
Yeah.
my email, okay?
Oh yeah, we have to take
Oh, yeah.
the pictures.
Hey, but my computer can't take pictures.
Teacher,
Use your
just don't mind
phone
our
or
dramas at the
iPad
start.
or something.
Okay, all right, guys. I will end the session. All right, thank you, class. Okay, I'll see you next week. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Hello. Hello again, teacher. You're muted.
We wait for the rest of them. Okay, wait for all. Give me a few minutes.
And writing was like, and then it was like dynamic. It was like, it wasn't even where the question was. It was out. Literally on top of the bed. And it was there was a super ugly handwriting and so I see this.
Give people lessons to make good notes. Yes, I need a good lessons. Do you know how to scribble it down? Yeah. Every night things like those who will put messages on the bed.
Yes, my dear.
A lot of people want to do suicidal with a book. I'm so tired today.
All right. Okay. All of you joined here already, right? Okay, now. Okay, you guys have any questions? I want it to be done, submitted to my email, okay, as usual.
Okay.
Other than that, any questions, guys?
That was a fun time in the breakout room, teacher. That's what I could say.
I like it that you guys like it. Anyhow, and no questions, miss, I'll end the class, okay?
Okay, bye.
Thank you, Miss Piggy.
Thank you.
Bye.